Hey guys, it's Captain Toad here, flashing you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. In the last episode, we, more like, started off the fountain by taking on some missions in a Space Junk Galaxy. In this episode, we're going to be taking on a couple more in Space Junk Galaxy, I suppose. Assuming nothing else opens up, but something probably will open up in due time. So we're going to go back into the bathroom, the fountain. And we're going to actually take on... Yeah, actually, now that I remember, I think I mentioned in the previous episode that we would start off by going to one of the minor galaxies in the Fountain Dome, so let's just take care of this one. So this is Rolling Green Galaxy. Oh boy. Okay, this galaxy is going to introduce us to another gimmick that I'm not a huge fan of, but it's not too bad. At least not until you get to the very end of the game, but we'll get into that later. So, rolling in the clouds. Guess we're going to be having our heads in the clouds here. That's often something that I always have to apply to real life because I am really tall, so most of the time my head is really in the clouds. Okay, I'm not that tall, but still. People always say that sometimes. Just not that often, though. Alright, so, we're gonna be forced to talk to Billboard here, so let's just get this over with. Hey now, if you're thinking about just rolling that ball away, you better listen to old Billboard here. First, jump to get on top of the ball. Get on the ball! As Billy Mays would say. Alright, you're on now. Hold utility device straight up. Okay. Right, that's it. That's what we call the basic position. From that basic position, tilt utility device to move the ball in that direction. Then just press utility device to jump. If anything gets in your way, smush it. Anyway, you'll learn more by doing it yourself. Good luck. And cool! So it's definitely not going to be through trial and error, which means I would die several times. No, we're actually going to be learning by ourselves here. And then Mario's going to get constipated for a second, then we're going to bounce back up to the next planets. We're actually not necessarily back up because we never were here to begin with, but that could change if I die a couple times, which I'm hoping will not happen. We got some fake Goombas down there. Okay, so there are two different kinds of Goombas you guys may not notice lately, and there's actually a good distinction between the two. Like, one of them is shorter and greener than the bigger brown ones that we're more familiar with. And here you can just you can do whatever with the Wiimote once you're going down, those tracks, because you can't really roll off of those. But still be careful, make sure you're, in the basic position as soon as you get back onto flat ground. Alright, so now we're over here, let's go get this question mark block, because this is something that you can actually do just for fun or whatnot. And you can try and point your Wiimote and try to get those star bits, but that would be suicidal, basically, because you would roll so fast that you would not be able to control yourself, and you would definitely fall into one of these randomly placed holes here. So we're going to collect these star bits the right way, the more safer way, and I am not going for that 1-up because it's probably not worth it, considering you'll probably die on the way to it, which would make it a waste of time and effort and lives, for that matter. And I don't know what I'm doing here while I'm missing these star bits. Come on, get the star bits. Get the star bits. Thank you very much. I'm very tempted to point the screen right now to get them, but I'm not going to. Okay. Alright, so far so good! So close to death there, that's not good. Alright, so you can go one of two ways here. Either way leads you to the final constipation point. That'll take you up to this star. Actually, the star is in the ball, but in order to get out of the ball, actually, you have to get to the final constipation point, which is in front of the flagpole. And I don't know why they arranged... Okay, so they arranged the star bits like that in a circle. You can't really see them, but they're in the flowers. So Mario's gonna get constipated here. We're gonna bounce up to... Okay, so it's a flagpole and a windmill. Alright, there we go. And there, the glass ball breaks, and we finally get our star. Of course, you have to climb to the top of a flagpole to get it, but whatever. I'm not complaining at all. You got a star in front of a windmill, almost getting your head sliced off. And for some reason we're getting taken back to Rosalina. I guess maybe she has something to say to us. And that leaves us with the lucky number of 13 stars. Not bad.
It seems that a prankster comet has appeared somewhere. Prankster comets have very strange effects on galaxies. If you want to learn more about these curious comets, ask the Luma who knows about such things.
Oh boy, okay, so now the game is actually going to introduce us to Prankster Comets, and I will say, Prankster Comets do bring out some of the most fun missions in this entire game, but let me warn you, some of them are also really frustrating. But we're going to talk to this special looking Luma and find out more about Prankster Comets.
Hey ho! If you need to know anything about Prankster Comets, I'm your Luma. How can I help? That Prankster Comet is always stirring up trouble, making galaxies go all crazy. Speedy Comets limit the amount of time you can spend there. Daredevil Comets leave you with low life. Cosmic Comets make you erase a mirror of yourself. Fast Foe Comets make your enemies move faster. Now the fun part is trying each one out.
Alright, so now that we know what Prankster Comets are all about, let's take on one of them. And basically where it's appeared is the Terror Stone, at least I hope it's there. Obviously if they told us about it, it means it appeared there. Yes, it has. Okay, so a Speedy Comet has appeared in Good Egg Galaxy, so we're gonna go visit Good Egg Galaxy and take on one more mission there, I should say, because it's not the last one. Alright, so as the Luma mentioned, Speedy Comets basically force you to complete a mission that you already completed in a certain amount of time. This one is typically not that bad. Like the speed run's usually not that bad. So we're gonna be doing Dino Piranha speed run. Now speedruns, don't think that they're as bad as they seem. Like when you watch them, when you watch people do them on YouTube, speedruns are not that bad. They don't give you that ridiculously short amount of time. Even though speedruns are not actually trying to do it in a certain amount of time, but still. Alright, so we have 4 minutes to complete the mission. That's way more than enough time, so we'll be just fine. And I'm gonna do something that I typically never do. I'm gonna go to the other side of this planet, and I'm not going to use the speedrun tactic to get to the top of the mushroom. Yeah, guess what? I used it when we did not need to speedrun. Now I'm taking the long way when we need to do a speedrun. How cool is that? Alright, so we're going to just hurry on through here. And that was kind of weird what just happened there. I actually kind of long jumped into a wall and then stepped onto it. So that's kind of weird. Well. And then I realized that we don't have to go to up here yet. Okay, actually not here at all. So it's actually, we need to get to the other side of this planet. Oh dang, I could have done something cool there. Like I could have like wall jumped and then actually gone to the other side of this thing, which I don't need to be, so. Okay, so we're gonna skip this Luma because you can do that. Get to launch star like that. Because nobody needs to talk to Lumas when they're trying to do a speedrun. Alright. And also, there are some differences. There are some other differences. Like you're not exactly playing the exact same mission just because. I mean, like yeah, sure they've added the time limit, but there's also other differences. Like for instance, you may notice that they've actually replaced the lava rocks with chain chomps here. And chain chomps, you have no way of destroying them unless you have a rainbow star. So that's why they know that some players know how to destroy lava rocks, so that make it too cheap. Even though you're not going to spend all your time destroying the lava rocks here anyway, so I'm not sure why they would do it. But whatever. And so with only about half of our time left, we need to start hurrying up here, because Dino Piranha is probably going to take at least like 30 seconds, so we want to have at least that much time left once we get there. So we're going to take the shortcut that I showed you guys last time once again. And actually, I haven't mentioned yet, but yes, these squares are actually going to be seen more often later on in the game. The squares that disappear right under your feet. And I'm pretty sure actually there's going to be a minor galaxy we'll be running into fairly soon that actually is going to be all about those shrinking squares that disappear under your feet, so keep those in mind for later and make sure you master the timing, I suppose, of how they disappear, but really don't really have to do that. You just need to, just be prepared for that sort of thing. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we'll have enough time. Like, this planet's the last one before the boss, and I'm not even gonna bother with this guy who has all the star bits, even though we need as many as we can possibly get, but not gonna worry about that for now. Okay, so welcome to the planet of the Octogoombas, not the planet of the apes, so there you go, random movie reference for your pleasure. And more star bits, yay! And I almost missed that one, nice one. Okay, so now once again, Dino Piranha. I already told you guys how to fight this guy, so let's just get this over with. Let's do it as fast as we can. Here's the simplest way to do it, just go for his tail, and there you go. Hello, Dino Piranha, did you miss me? I did not miss you at all, so I'm gonna hit your tail again. Yes, 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 we're getting angry again. Okay, I'm pretty sure you know who we are, and we know who you are, so we shouldn't have to go through this again. Let me get your tail. Give me your tail, thank you. Too bad he doesn't attack his own tail, because this boss would be a bit more challenging, I suppose, because then his tail would be in front of him instead of back behind him. But whatever. There we go, just beat him again. And once again, another gruesome baby piranha death is caused in the face of us getting a star. How sad is that? Alright, sad moment over, let's move on. Okay. I always found it kind of odd how, like, Polar just kind of stands there and watches you return back with the star. Like, theoretically, he just pretty much just watch you go straight through a roof of the dome. And, like, just appear there with the star. I always thought that was kind of weird, but whatever. Because Polari gets to see Mario scratch his hat every time he gets back from a mission, which has been a staple pretty much since Super Mario 64. But then again, if I do remember correctly, he didn't do it in Super Mario Sunshine. But nobody cares about Super Mario Sunshine. Nah. Alright, let's move on. Back to where we were. I guess with some more Space Junk Galaxy. And this could theoretically be the last mission of this episode, so actually then again, let's just see how long this mission will take. Hopefully we'll have enough time for it, so let's get on. Back in Space Junk Galaxy. Camella's airship attack. Yes, I don't think this one takes too long, but there is a boss fight in it, so that's kind of iffy. But let's just hope this doesn't take any longer than 3 or 4 minutes. Alright. So, as you can see, we're going to be dealing with much of the same stuff we dealt with in episode 3, which was those annoying, well, Captain Toad for one thing. Hello.
Mario, my brigade boarded the enemy fleet, and none have returned. As captain, I would go save them myself, but I'm much too busy at the moment, and scared.
Wow, you're certainly a great leader. Alright, well, let's go save them, because we are a much better leader than Captain Toad is. So, let's redeem Captain Toad's name and just say that, he sent us to save them. So we'll just do that. We'll protect his good name if he has one at all with the other Toads. Here's the switch. We have not run into switches like these before. Really, all I have to do is just swing a room when you reach these. And hello. There we go. For some reason it wasn't working there for a second or two. And I'm pretty sure one of these ships is actually secret room that has a bunch of star bits in them. I'm pretty sure it's not this one. It's either the second or third airship you run into. So we need to move on. Oh, guess what? The game's about to teach us something that we've already known since the very beginning. Jump and then spin. That's right, guys. 7 episodes in, we are learning about something we already learned about in the very beginning of this game. Yeah, we certainly did not know before we could spin while up in the air. Who knew to do that? And for our troubles, we get a 1-up. We get our 7th life on the 7th episode. Okay, it's not actually our 7th life, but still. Alright, Okay, so this is also not the airship I'm thinking of, but this is the, there's actually only 2 after this one, so I'm pretty sure it's in the next one. Okay, let's get this, okay, so we got a lot of star bits in this mission, so definitely take advantage of that. Because everyone knows that 38 star bits is a lot. Definitely a lot of star bits. Okay, so basically what the Toads are teaching us here is something we actually don't know about. Is they can actually carry shells in this game. Yes, Koopas have made a return appearance in this game. And, but for now it's just their shells that we're going to be using as a... And keep in mind, this is actually going to be very important for the boss battle you're having up ahead, because it's actually going to make entirely... Like, the way you fight this boss relies entirely on you being able to carry these shells and throw them at Kameks, I'll just say that. So we need to get another Koopa shell, which would be nice to know earlier, because I was busy focusing on that Kamek. Kameks are very annoying, I should say. And finally get our launch start. And this should be, yes, this is the ship I was thinking of earlier. So we're going to show you guys that room here in a sec. But first of all, let's this, whatever's up here. Okay, more star bits. More star bits. Okay, that's going to be very fitting for what we're going to be dealing with here in a sec. So we're just going to... What you want to do is that you want to long jump off of this. Grab that pulse star, which I failed to do, because pointer's freaking not working. Come on. Okay, what we could do is actually... Can I... Okay, can I please, like... long jump off of this. Thank you. There we go. Okay, so you're supposed to get here to the pole star, but either way, look at this. Star bits galore. Yes. Why are they holding star bits captive in the cabin of a airship? I have no idea. It's their treasure, which we now stole. So I guess that makes us pirates, right? Yeah. We stole treasure from pirates. How very ironic is that? Alright, there we go. Here's the first appearance of Koopas. Look at this. They're back on their 4 legs. Look how mad they are. Like, they're so angry. You can clearly see on their expressions. How sad is that? But unfortunately, red Koopas do not make appearances with just their shells, which are still as useful as they are because they can actually home in on their targets. These aliens have finally decided to stop shooting, coconuts at us because they finally realized that we're actually using those against them, so now they're going to shoot just fire rocks at us, and now let's play this code for no reason and get a Koopa shell. Come on, get a Koopa shell. Thank you. And we can use that against these guys. There we go. Okay, last few star bits before we jump onto our airship and have our boss fight. Okay, so this is Kamek. This is our boss's mission. Kamek is basically going to shoot fire spells at you, and then, get this, she's going to shoot Koopa shells at you. Yes. And then so when she fires those at you, you can simply shake the Wiimote and you'll instantly grab the shell, and then your next bet is to throw these Koopa shell at her. So basically you want to fire her spells back at her, and for some reason my thing's not working. Come on, shake. There we go. I don't know why it didn't work the first time, but that's definitely not good if that's the case. Okay, so now she's going to move on to the ship and start shooting 2 fire rocks at us, but that's the only thing that changes between the first and second hit. So let's, come on. There we go. Okay, just 1 more hit, and we should be getting our star. Oh, what now? Oh, she's going to summon, like, 2 regular Kameks? Yeah, like, that's going to do her any good. Okay. Come on. Shoot your Koopa shell at me, please. Shoot your precious Koopa shells at me. Please. Thank you very much. There we go, we beat her. So much for misusing the power of Grand Stars. Now they're misusing the power of regular power stars. How foolish of them. Anyway, there's our star. I guess Mario was the real star in this episode. And so with that, we're going to end things off. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode of Let's Play some Mario Galaxy. Bye.